Let's try to pin down what's going on here. We're going to get you out of bronze, my friend. We're going to try. That was pretty intense noises. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fire up. Hello, YouTube. It is Nisi of BingeGaming.tv doing a LoL replay review of Booty Girl on Tristana. This is a bronze 1/2 range game. Wants to know, like, how he can carry, what can he do. Oh, and I'm going to be watching you. Bronze Elo? You pretty tan, looking pretty bronze. No, I'm just fucking with you. We'll see what we can do here. You leash, don't know what your teammate's doing. That's some bronze shit right there. Alright, so let's see. Fiora dies immediately. Like, this is already... I mean, Jesus. She! Booty warrior. Them female gameplays, man. That's what I want. That's what I'm trying to see. So, so far, last hits are okay. Nothing too impressive here. One thing right away I'll give you. Slow yourself down. If you have a side mouse button, I want to show you this. If you have a side mouse button like I do, or right here like I do, I bind stop, the S key, to that. Basically what that allows you to do is when you go to last hit, when you go to dodge things, all you have to do is push your thumb down and it stops your AD carry. So a lot of people just kind of like auto attack minions at lower elo. You have two ways you can do this. You can dance back and forth, or you can do what I do, which is stop your character, okay? So you basically, every time you're going to last hit, to ensure that you get the last hit, move yourself into range of the auto attack, just outside range, not like melee range, auto attack range, just outside auto attack range, and just press that button and get in the habit of using that stop command, and that's what allows you to make sure that you last hit the minion and don't stack autos on top of one another. Seems kind of obvious, but a lot of people miss CS that they shouldn't. Slow yourself down and kind of get the rhythm of the minion's damage. So, for example, in this spot here, just stop and think about it. Every minion's about to auto here, and then you'll just get a better feel. As you progress, you'll get a better feel of like when that minion's going to tick down to last hit range, okay? Like I said, very obvious type of advice, but a lot of people don't do it, and it really can help. So here, you guys are level 2. Missing some farm, It haps. The biggest thing that I could tell you, though, right away, at Bronze Elo, one of the biggest things, last hit well, get your items, you'll get out of bronze. Not even kidding. Last hit well, get your items, you'll get out of bronze. First and foremost, okay? There was one consistency in this game, and it's that people that play at a higher elo always have good farm. Always have good farm. You'll very rarely will I go to bronze and see people with low farm. Or high farm, sorry. So you got tree people in your lane, you got frogs in your lane, you got the whole swamp in your lane right here. In this particular lane, I wouldn't be looking to go too crazy. That's a good trade. It's good damage put on the Callista. Maokai engages. Here, try to shift your focus. As soon as, alright, look. Again, try your best to think ahead a little bit here. So when you see Maokai go in, this is where I would just spam ping. I would just spam ping this guy and just start autoing him. Because what is he really going to do about it? And Tom's already backing down. Like, you got to try to, like, put yourself a couple of steps ahead in advance of your opponents. And in this instance here, it's pretty obvious that Tom's in a compromising spot, and Kalista exposes herself over the minion wave to try to help. These are like trap points where like you're playing off stupid people, making mistakes, and then checkmating the other guy who tries to help. It happens a lot in bronze, and you can see here this guy kind of jumps into range. You could have very easily gotten some autos off on him and traded good damage. That's meaningful damage. Trading into the AD carry in a lane with no heals, that's real damage. That adds up. Throwing birds at you. Frogs versus the trees. Nothing too eventful happening here. Getting that farm. Tom is a frog. He's not a catfish. That's bullshit. Okay, so here you're doing great damage. You missed the jump. So, let me give you a pointer about these spots, because I actually like your idea. It's just that you get kind of excited about your idea, and you don't continue. Like, watch. So, you go in, right? And you see that Kalista's out of position. So, the whole time you're stepping forward and autoing, which is the correct move. But one thing I want you to always remember about these spots, never blow your gap close unless it's going to be a kill. Get into this habit. Even if you're a little unsure, like even if it feels like you're greedy with your jump in, never jump in as an AD carry unless you're sure that when you jump in, you're going to get the kill. That's it. You cannot afford to jump in and be wrong in spots like these, because you are essentially jumping into a 2v1 in minions. Exactly. You forgot about the heal, which is okay. Okay? One of the bigger pointers I can give you in regards to like any all-ins, like all-in situations, people basically, this is the level that everybody's on in League of Legends, okay? It's that I'm going to all-in this guy because I see that he has low health. Alright? I'm going to all-in this guy because he has no health and I have damage. Like, so I'm going to jump in. That's the only level that a lot of players are on. So don't think that this is bad. But what you need to start doing when you're playing is, I'm going to all-in. What's he going to do as a result of that all-in? Okay? So instead of just one layer, stack layers on in your mind as you're going in. Say to yourself, I'm going to all-in this guy. What's going to happen? He's probably going to heal. If he heals, how's it going to look? Am I going to be able to follow him with the heal myself? Maybe, maybe not, right? If I all-in, is he going to flash? Okay, I could follow him with the flash and kill him. Or I don't have a way to secure the kill if he flashes or flash heals, right? So just try to think in advance when you go for these situations. Try to think way in advance whenever you're gonna all in. Think about what is going to happen when I all in. Like, what could happen when I all in? And then once you've like prepped yourself mentally, it's gonna make your all ins a lot cleaner. So like what I was saying here, in an ideal world, this is what you should have been thinking. So as you're coming forward and autoing, your thought should be, I'm going to auto this guy until I have a reason not to auto this guy. And notice right here, you're not presented with any reason to not auto, okay? So you just auto, auto, auto. But then you jump in, which you don't have to do yet. Because there is no, they can't go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing that they can do to you. Tom's out of position, and he's not reacting to you, right? So literally just walk forward, auto, 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 all the way back, and try to get those layers out of the way. Try to remove heal. Try to remove flash. Then, as soon as you remove them, make the judgment call. Can I continue in? No? Alright, I'm going to go back and farm. But what, like I said, what you shouldn't be doing is just jumping in without thinking about those layers first. That's going to clean up your all-ins and make it so you're not in a position where you are here, where you have to burn flash. You took a situation, in my opinion, where you could have very easily, you could have autoed this guy all the way. You could have autoed him all the way to make him burn heal, make him burn flash. You wouldn't even have had to have done. You wouldn't even had to have done any of that. Like, you wouldn't even had to have healed flash or anything. You could have gotten both of the summoners potentially, and then once they turn on you, just jump backwards. That's it. And then now you could have looked for an all-in with those layers peeled away. Right? So it's very important, because you were in a position where I think you could have made a huge play on the lane because this guy wasn't adapting to what you were doing. But I think you threw it away. Those are like lane winning moments, okay? And those types of moments, you clean those up, you will rise above this level. All right? Yeah, this is double lift. I'm coaching double lifts right now. But now notice, you don't have summoners to play offensive with now. What the fuck? What happened there? Oh, you got cheesed. That's what happened. This is some fucking bronze cheese, dude. Holy shit. That is a fucking bronze level cheese. Let's all just stop to appreciate this executed bronze cheese. Look at that, dude. Play it to perfection on fucking bronze. Look at that! So sick. I mean, I gotta say, Booty, you kind of got played there. I probably would have fell for that shit. Damn. I mean, they did it right. It was a good battle. Guys, let's drop the good battle. Let's go ahead and drop the good battle there. That was a good battle. Good bronze battle, man. I mean, for the elo, that's pretty well executed. That was pretty nice. I gotta give it to him. Good battle. That was a good battle, yeah. So, you kind of get played there. It's not the end of the world. Your farm's okay. It happens. You know, like I said, man, it happens. But now it's kind of oppressive. This is the spot of the game where I think it gets a little oppressive. Like, Tom can kind of just walk at you. You got these ganks that could come from Warwick. It just gets kind of sketch. So for me, if I were you, I would try my best if they're gonna give you space to push, because I view like lower elo as like there's tons of mistakes to exploit. If they give you room to just shove the lane and back away, just repeatedly shove the lane and back away and get your farm and get items and then come back and carry later. Don't look for a trade 2v2 because you've already kind of fell behind, and I don't want to risk losing a position. Like, at this elo, you get the farm, you win the game, right? We all are on board with this, so just do your best to get the lane pushed and move, because Tristana kind of auto pushes lanes anyways. So just get your farm as best as you can if they give it to you. If they're not going to give it to you, let them push into you, and then just last hit under turret. And it's okay to be in this position, even at this elo. It's okay to be in this position. Like, it can happen. You'll come back very easily if you farm well. Alright, so here... Well played. What was that, the cheese again? It was! Dude, the bronze cheese! Look at the cheese, dude! Wow! Can I please just give a shout out to the best bronze bot lane on the planet League, dude. Look at this fucking, look at these fucking bronzies, dude. Tanning it out. Look at him. Hold on a second. He gets the ult off. Drops it on the fucking... That is so sick. And then pukes him even more towards the turret. Are you serious? Are you serious? 3v2 trading 1 for 1. The best players in bronze, my friends. You've never seen anything quite like this. And here comes the 3v... It's a 3v3. Warwick, don't dive. You're gonna ruin it. Okay, good. Next level, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. It's the best bronze. I'm sorry. Booty Girl, bronze is the new fucking challenger. You're not ready. You're not ready, dude. You can't even fathom. It's like that Mass Effect quote, dude. You can't even fathom what these people in bronze are. Because they got fucking plays for days. Did you just ult there? That was a mistake. Hold on a second. You're not ready. Alright, look at this. Look at this. Alright, check it out. So, you tried to combo here. Back. Let this one kind of play out on its own, I think. So they come in, the gank comes, they react very slowly, right? Let this one play out on its own. And if you really wanna like try to force it, burn the flash so it's secured. Because you can't afford to have this happen. The mistake, basically what I'm getting at is the mistake of trying to ult and failing. The risk is very, very high. Alright? So like if you ult and fail, it's so bad. And there's multiple reasons why it's so bad. Because if you knock him away, now he's safe in the fight and they get to re-engage onto you. Right? So that's one thing. If you knock him into your team and you don't burst him right away, same result could happen. Which I think you were okay there to try to ult him into your team. Because I think you could have chained it together with the Skarner ult and bursted him before anything happened. And if you burn your ult and it knocks this guy away and they re-engage, now you don't have it to save yourself. So, a big thing so far from this is you're at this stage where you're like trying to make plays, which I admire, but you don't need to at this elo, okay? You don't need to do that at this level. Let the game come to you. Best advice I can give all the way through fucking gold. Just farm well and let the game come to you. And really, really, really slow down and think about what you're doing. Like, once you've, like, mastered the farming aspect. Like, I admire you trying to make it happen. I admire the effort. But you see, these types of plays don't create. They just make a shit situation if they don't work. And yeah, that is definitely 80 Sejuani, so... what the fuck is this shit? Dude, 25 farm, get wrecked. You can't even comprehend. Booty, you can't even comprehend this. You're not even ready. Like, you think you're leaving bronze? This. Ninja Tabi, Vamp Sep. Get fucking wrecked. Alright? You're not ready for this. So now, see, you had to use heal instead of just ulting away. But you get the kill. Your team wins that little engage there, which is good. I don't even understand what he's doing with that build. Alright, positionally, mistake. When you're both out of mana, you need to respect this a lot more than how it looked. Like, it didn't look like you really gave a shit, but you need to give a shit there. You don't have heal, you don't have ult, you don't have jump. You might get jump, I guess. But you don't have, I don't even know if you have the mana for jump. 60 mana? You have just enough mana for jump. So, like, it's not about you in spots like this. It's about your teammate. Like, stand back so that he might stand back. Like, you gotta respect the mana disparity there. And also, don't forget, that's the best bot lane of all time. This is the best bronze bot lane you have ever seen in your life. And, like, you're gonna try to style on them with the last second jump away when you just witness a fucking frog eating you and flinging you into a turret like 10 Wukong dashes away. Like, are you serious right now, Booty? Like, this is the greatest. This is like what Double Lift and Afro strive to be. This is the Omega. I'm telling you. They are Legion, dude. You are nothing to these people, alright? You gotta fucking bow down and respect that. When they have more mana than you, that's like them having, like, you know, 3 fed Katarinas on you, dude. You gotta back the fuck up. For real. Hey, Toxic Freak, what's up, man? So, how much money do you have? I'm wondering if you should have backed. I guess you're not scared. You're fine. Just farm up, I guess. You got a level advantage, too. No turrets are down. There's nothing that you need to adapt to quite yet, so I don't mind farming and getting your items. It looks like you're actually gonna wind up being ahead in farm if it keeps. Basically, my theory is if you're ahead in farm now, you're gonna get more ahead in farm. So keep them in the lane as long as possible because that's just you're printing money. You're printing an advantage at that point. How am I good at Halo, dude? I don't know. I don't know, dude. I will never be as good at Halo as these guys are at League, though. I can tell you that right now. Okay, so nice juke there. You're gonna get munched. You need to jump away. I think you should jump away sooner. It's a lot of free damage. Check it out. Okay? One big rule of thumb is when the minions are pushing to you, get space as soon as possible. Just get space. Here, once he's started, you need to just get space right away. Don't wait. Do not wait. Because then you get chunked down like that. And you need that HP. Because the lower you get under turret, the more likely a dive comes. Also, it changes whether or not you can assist your jungler. Okay, now you've gotten the kill. You try to heal your Maokai. How do you play this now? This is a pretty good on the AD Sejuani for the win. I'm just trying to think about this fight and see what the fuck you could do, if anything, here. You cancel an auto or two, which is a mechanical error, whatever. But for the most part, you played it okay. I don't have any big issues with this. You still have the jump. So in this spot, you need to be... Okay, you need to be dancing here. And giving Karma a chance to get these kills. Because you have your W up. So this is a spot where, like... Okay, so Echo leaves. Yeah, you definitely need... You need to be autoing this guy right now. Right now. Because if you're... if you're aware of what's happening here, Echo has just suicided, which means you need to get as much damage on this guy as possible. Okay? While your team's closing in. He can't dive you, and you should know that he can't solo dive you. I know it takes a lot of awareness and whatnot, but you can definitely bait him into staying. You should be calm as a cucumber there. Then once the kill's secured, go push this. Good. Can't stay here though. Got it back. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, back, please. That fight was fine. I see nothing wrong with that. You used your heal okay. You might have missed some autos, but that's not the type of shit I'm concerned about. What happens here, though? Hold on. Alright. Alright, so you just leaped in to... I want you to see what you just did here. You just leaped into about 1 million minions onto a fucking Warwick with... I mean, I don't know what this fucking build is, but you just leaped into a Warwick. Alright? Not the key, sir. Not the key. Or madam. Miss Booty. Not the key to success. Alright? Look. Big no-no. It's fine for you to help your team and put damage on or whatever, even if with all these minions, because you can't stop them once they're in, but save your jump and be ready to jump back no matter what happens, okay? So jumping in here is very, very dangerous, and based off my experiences, I envision this ending very, very poorly for you. And as you can see, it does end poorly. If you'd kept your jump, you might have been able to maybe clean something up and get out. But jumping in like that, not a good laydown. Not the key to success. The flash over the wall, I don't know about this. Scary times. He gets it. But now your team's kind of stuck. Lost in translation. You jump over. Skarner locks him down. This is all good. Here, you are justified, I think, in leaping in if you want. So this is a spot where I don't mind you leaping in. And here's why. You need to see these fights before your team sees them. Encourage the aggression. Jump into this fucking Callista and make shit happen. Can't kill you right here. You have your ult coming up. You have flash. You'll be fine. If it gets hairy, you'll be fine. But you need to get into this. This is a 4v2. Remember, bronze, simple shit. Fucking count some heads. You know, count some goddamn heads, 4v2, that's your fight. Bronze, man, it's simple as that. You farm well, count some heads, don't fight minions. You know, that's it. But leap in there and try to get those resets popping, dude. Because you don't want just that kill. You want to leap in, get that kill, leap forward, potentially threaten this kill. You see the difference? If you had let in as soon as you got the echo here, as soon as you got the echo, leap in, punish this guy, and just move forward with your team, 4v2. That would have been an easy double. Get up in their grill. That time you could have been a wild turtle if you wanted to. Yeah, the slow-mo is epic, isn't it? Alright, let's speed it up. This has been a long LoL replay review, but I hope it's helped you. So your team starts doing dragon. This should concern you. Because once he starts moving, you pretty much gotta know that you're in a compromising spot here. Ooh. Your Sejuani, your AD Sejuani is out of position in this spot. And it is now 4v4 on an objective. One thing that you need to remember about this shit, anytime you're doing an objective, if it is 4v3 or 4v5 or any of that, you can comfortably dance and like do the objective and then try to disengage back away. If it is 4v4 even, or the other team has the numbers advantage over you, you cannot do that objective ever. Ever. Okay? So it's basically the +1 rule. If you have +1 over an objective, +1 over a turret, you could probably take it. Unless it's like, you know, heavy wave clear or something. +1 over an objective, assuming that the teams are even, you can probably handle the objective. Alright? But if it's ever even, if you don't have +1 on an objective, you're probably not going to succeed. Okay? You're probably going to lose. So you might as well position yourself accordingly to represent that you're probably going to lose the fight. So here it looks like you do manage to just kind of poke the objective and get away. There's nothing you can do with your team, though. Basically, once they've committed to an objective, this is bronze, silver, gold, they're going to do it. So try to just last hit it and then get out. That's all you can really do there. Or spam ping it away and hope they leave and then try to last hit it. So you do last hit it, which is good. And you do get out, which is good. But your team, you know, they go full AD Sejuani's killing it. Not much you can do about that. And that's going to be a clean kill, or that's going to be a clean team fight win. This is where I add, this fight, you shouldn't even be hanging around. It's over. There's nothing you're going to do there. Did it. So, yeah. You had the right idea, but then you overstayed. So that fight was pretty pivotal for you. One thing I'm going to say about this, try not to roam as much at lower elo. Try to just get farm wherever it is. Just try to secure farm because the other team's going to roam around. Try to balance that with making smart groups. Once you have level advantages, once you hit big items, then group. Don't just roam aimlessly because it doesn't really do anything for you. It won't give you what you need to carry the game. Fiora's huge. And that sucks for you. God, I got the yawns and the sneezes, guys. I'm sorry. They exhausted you. You got out. That's all good. You have both your summoners. Dude, you're in a great spot here. All you can really do is count heads on the minimap, Booty. If anybody that can kill you is missing from the map, then you can't be alone. That's really all it is. If you know your limits, you know who can kill you and who can't. Here, I'll do the exercise with you. Fiora can kill you. Stay away from Fiora. Callista can kill you. Stay away from Callista. Echo can kill you. Warwick can maybe kill you, but I don't think so. And Tom cannot kill you. So, if at any time you see 4 heads on the minimap, which isn't either Callista, Echo, or Fiora, then you farm. You can farm. And the minute you see them disappear, just start backing away. It's just a quick, like, you know, check. Sometimes you'll think people can't kill you that can, and you'll learn your limits there, but that's the best way that I've come about, you know, doing that type of stuff. Heads on the minimap, dude. 4 heads on the minimap. Should have brought a QSS. Let's take a look and see. You can make an argument for QSS. But esports, I agree it's not bad, but I would argue that Tristana is super fucking safe. So you can justify not going QSS here. You can justify it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's not the end of the world. If he was playing like a Jinx or something, I would be like, yes, you absolutely need QSS here in this game. But here, I don't think it's necessary, or I don't think it's required. Because unless his QSS timings are like godlike, he's gonna die anyways. Or her, sorry, I keep saying he. Jump away, jump away. You used your jump to get into the fight again. You got the assist, jump away. Here's the other thing. Like I said, you need to bait your team in these fights. Like, you need to bait them. They are bad. You need to not just jump in and do whatever they do. You need to walk up, auto, think about what you're doing. Don't get so excited about making the big plays. The plays come to you at this elo, okay? When you try to force off of other people's bad decisions, that's when you get in compromising spots. Here, you jump in, which makes a fucking terrifying flank for Warwick, because when he comes in, if they focus you down correctly, you would have died here, right? You need to figure out where people are and keep your jump to get space. Alright? So here, you have to burn heal to get space. You get the jump reset. You get the jump reset here. As soon as you get kills, reposition. As soon as you get this kill, reposition. Tristana is good at repositioning and keeping space, okay? So here, watch. You get the kill, immediate reposition. Get space. Move behind the Karma. Move behind. Get away from this guy. Fuck that guy. You don't need to be near him. Get space away from him. Then continue autoing and bring Echo through to you. AD Sejuani killing it. Crushing it. Fucking battle. Get it. Good battle. No. Damn it. I thought for sure AD Sejuani had him crushed on that fight, dude. Hmm. Alright, yeah, sick battle. And now I think you guys pretty much just get steamrolled. Double Hydra. Oh my god. The champ! Sejuani the champ, dude. Good battle. Drop the good battle, boys. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the Sejuani. Killing it. Slaughtering it. But all you can do is remember, he gets caught. He gets caught a lot, and I'll give you that. But you are using your jumps and escapes and your gap closes in over-aggressive ways that you don't need to. Mechanically, you get the farm, you chill back and auto and play smart and use your jump smartly, you will win. You will win despite this guy. I can assure you. I can assure you that if you played those spots better, you would be dominating this game. You would have, no question. Okay? Yes. You are at an elo where everyone sucks ass. Okay? I've played there, I know. But they suck so much that their mistakes don't necessarily damn you. Especially on ADC. This is a role that, like, you farm well, you win games. Like, no question. Alright, let's talk about your positioning here, okay? So here, this, you just get locked up here. But this is a kiting issue as well. Okay? You weren't CC'd. When I look at this again, you were not CC'd. Notice the kiting difference. Most AD carries in this spot, higher elo, the Warwick went on Karma or something, right? You weren't reacting to what was happening here. Always, like, think of the team fights as like an amoeba, alright? It's like an amoeba. You gotta kind of move. You're at the back end of the amoeba. You are on the back side of the amoeba. This is the dumbest explanation ever. You stay at the back of the amoeba. It moves and fucking amorphous blobs its way down the lane. You need to stay in the back and shred tanks. Shred tanks auto, shred tanks auto. Here, notice, Warwick stepped into the line. You didn't adjust to his positioning, alright? You just kind of sat in there and just autoed. You need to constantly be readjusting your position, alright? Readjusting the position, okay? So because you didn't adjust, notice, Echo is just following the amoeba, dude. Following the amoeba. And then he comes in, stuns you, locks you up, and then you get killed. But if you were adapting to what was happening and backing up, shredding the tanks, you never know what could have happened. Because Fiora's off, you know, stomping AD Sejuani. Right? This is some bronze shit. But you are the carry. So you bait your team at all costs. Bait them, stay back until you get that green light to go in and you just get fed off of bad players. That's bronze. And you would have been alive right now to clean this up. And by the way, that's not mechanics. Though what you just witnessed, that's not mechanics. That's just not thinking about what's happening as it's happening. I'm not telling you to stutter auto. I'm simply saying, if you see Warwick jump in, make more of a line. If he's not CCing you, try to make more of a line first and then push forward. Alright. I mean, let's be honest. Were you ever really going to beat the Tom and the Kalista, the best bronze bot lane? Were you ever really going to do it, though? I mean, at the end of the day, was this game anything but... What the hell happened here? Oh, God. I'm just fucking with you. This game's pretty dead. I was gonna give you the Benny Hill music, but I think I've made fun of you enough for today. So, alright, to conclude, in conclusion, you faced the greatest bot lane of all time, okay? Their bot lane was so good that the greatest AD Sejuani in bronze was unable to carry you. Alright? So, you need to think about your fucking gap closers. And remember, gap close only if you jump in, it's going to be like one auto, and that's a kill. Okay, that's the only time you really jump in. And then beyond that, remember what I say all the time at this elo. Stability, like, bait your team and farm. Bait your team and farm at lower elo. No matter what your role. Bait your team and farm. Bronze, silver, gold, bait your team and farm. There is absolutely... Like, I mean, obviously, if you're good at, like, securing kills in lanes, great. If you farm and bait your team with, and just get items and be smart, you win at this level. Because people make so many glaringly stupid decisions, you win. Alright? So far, I see you trying to make plays, advanced decisions that you don't need to be making. You just need to focus on hitting the CS and, like I said, in team fights, keep that space. Amoeba. No fancy plays, nothing. Bait your team and farm, alright? Your build, before I go, it's fine. It's fine. And you did wind up getting QSS. One of the viewers suggested get QSS sooner, but I don't necessarily think that I think it's preference, honestly. But overall, I think you will improve. I think you will get out of this elo. It feels like positionally, you're not really bad. It's just your decision making isn't there quite yet. So you're basically trying to overplay situations more often. So make a rule to yourself as you go into the game. Just be like, I'm just gonna farm and just think. Like I said earlier, layers. Everything's a layer. Peel layers back. I got his ult, I got his flash, I got his heal, I got this, I got that. Then you could start, you know, putting kills away and then getting fed and getting dominant. Alright, Smart ECD, SpinchGaming.tv, doing a LoL replay review. This is probably going to be the last game that I do for today on stream as well. YouTube and stream. If you like this stuff, man, hit the follows, consider subbing, and yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, please sub. And if you want your replay reviewed, all you got to do, save your replay, submit it to lawreplayReview@gmail.com. Make sure it's a loss, and tell me what you want to learn. And then there's a chance that I go over it on my stream. I try to do these every other day or so. You'll probably catch one on my stream. So make sure you submit those replays. It's free coaching. I charge $35 an hour for coaching, so why not take advantage of this? All right? See you guys next time. Peace, crackers.